Okay, the market board. Let's go find an armor or weapon person. Here. I'm trying to think where I am. In Uda. Let's see here. Do I have a full length map? And that's a merging strip. I'm in 13.9 of the map here. And toggle. Okay. And okay. Alright. I was hoping I can make that bigger. I'm not sure if I can make this full length in here. That's world map. No, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Okay. Let's go find something. There's the market board. That's the thing that means. And I'm pretty sure there's an arms merchant in here. Swords and things of that nature. Let's go with the sword here. Independent arms merchant. We've got an X again. Okay. Now we need a Viking sword or a weathered short sword for Gladiator. That's a first level weapon for the Gladiator. Weathered short sword. No one's sharpened it in a while. It's kind of dull, rusty type thing, that type of sense. Looks like you could probably make something better out of a swing set. And its price is 63 gold. The bronze bastard sword is 151, and the Viking sword is 204. Okay, and there's the Viking sword, taking that type of sense, on the diagonal, and it is 204, and it has a string plus 1 kicker into it, along with physical damage 7. Now, a lot of times you see that type of thing, and you're like, well, then my strength must go to 1, or go to that type of numbering type thing, that type of sense. Now, swing back around. Let's go find the market board. This is a market board. Market board. Market board. That is the market board. Alright, let me back away from it because my name's slapping into it. And that is the market board. And again, the direction. Select. And there we go. We've got the pointer thing on that in that type of sense. And we're over here, we're in Gladiator's arms. We're going to go ahead and select that with again, another X. And if you don't like your selection, then you can circle instead of X. Now see the bottom of that? We selected that, and now we're going to select search. Okay. Now, we are looking at a weathered sword, type thing that means. I believe it was priced at 63 or something like that. And that's here. And boom, 4,998. So let's go back out there. That sells for 2 gil. It's got 0 spirit bond in it, and it's grade 1, and it's 5 physical damage for 4,998 on the weathered sword, which the Viking sword was better than. And that means back to the independent arms merchant. Remember, 4,998. Yeah, that's it. And weathered sword, 63. Okay. Yeah. Sells for 2 gil. Yeah. 63. I'm gonna write that number down. No, can't write that number down. It's too insane. Do you get a number choice? Yeah. That's A, and that's 63. Okay. Never remembering these things. Can't remember what type thing that means. Yeah, that's right. Circle. Back over to the margin board. Yeah, that's. Can't talk or anything like that. That means that's a definite. And there we go. That's search. And we got our friend there. And there we go. Not my cat, just a stray cat, wandering around. Occasionally just shows up and barks at the TV and sits for company. Okay, alright. So now we're gonna go back here. Okay, now, weathered sword, and boom, and boom. 4,998. Alright. And boom. That's what we wrote down. Yeah, that's it. You might as well just buy from the merchant type thing. Unless somebody's giving some type of special equipment through the retainer for selling, then there's no point in doing that. Yeah. So we're 4 grand off. Yeah. Now, say if I was selling something to the retainer, I don't want to do yet. Let's go here in the armory chest. The etherite ones can't sell. But like now, let's go here. Let's go to our bell, and there's a company chest here for that. For your house order. There. Let's go there. And for your free company. Yeah, that's I have a free company and options. I'll have to talk about that later in more detail. That's the free company, and like that, and that means we'll get back to that in a minute. Alright, let's go to our summoning bell here, and there we go. And we're gonna talk to this guy, and boom, cure, and that means, let's say here, I want to sell the Ash Radical. See how it's got that quality mark on it? It has no spirit bond, but it's got that symbol there. Inverted. If you turn this over on its side, taking that means, then that's the hunt log. But this one is his craft log for a superior quality, and it sells for 17 gil. If you see something like that, and they're charging you like 600 for it or something of that nature, then it might not be that bad. Magic damage 21, that's the 17 gil type thing for that bloated system. Mind plus 3, and vitality plus 2, and determination plus 2. Holy crap. So now, that's what you should look for, something just like that weathered sword. Should have said something like that on it. Should have said strength plus 1, or strength 2, strength 1 and determination 1, strength 1, critical hit rate 1, or something of that nature. Then that would have been worth a little bit more money for it as a higher level sword. But since it wasn't, technically that means, let's see here, and then sell items in your retainer's inventory on the market. That's right. Or sell items in your inventory on the market from the summoning bell from your retainer. And we're at grid 1319 here, 1319 in Olda, and that was through the summoning bell. That's how you sell stuff, and that's how you check prices, check for quality, make sure things are not ripping you off and things of that nature, so that when you go to the merchant, you're like, you want to make sure that whatever it is of a high quality. See there, there's another one that I made of high quality here, and it's got that symbol there, and that one's on there. Let's see, Mind 3, and there, and Intelligence 3, and this was crafted. I made this one, and I've got to repair it, but I'm not going to sell that one. But you could put those types of items on the market, watching, man, I don't want to get their name or something like that, watching people craft in that means right there. And see how he's got a spindle wheel and things of that nature, and he's weaving out the cloth of it right then and there. Should get their name, because they did that right. But you can make that stuff in there for your thing here, your crafting log there, or gathering log for your botanists and miners, hunting log for your characters, and things of that nature. And this one's from my gladiator hunting log. Yeah, that's just things, you know, before you get convinced that stuff is right. Yeah. You know, let's see here. It says gladiator on it type thing, but that's really for my carpenter and my leather worker and things. There's maple lumber, and let's see here, that's distilled water there, and that's the alchemy one, and it's got a pot thing on it. Oh, sorry. It put the gold emblem around it. Oh, yeah, there, I see. And that's a spool of thread, hempen yarn, and half glove. Oh, cloth. Yeah. And that is leather in that type of sense. A lot of things about the merchant avenue and doing merchant crafting, retaining, and the market board, along with the market that you can see out there. Yeah. And just have to take that into consideration. Here, in that market, there is about a series of stuff going on in there. Okay, on to macros. I've said that like 5 times. Alright, I'm going back from that market into the next video, crossing the blue, which seems like we're leaving it to the steps because it's named steps, you know, like gates to have steps or something. And now we're back at the Adventuring Guild. I'm gonna go inside. They're standing in romantic pose, and that's impressive. And costume play people type thing that means. They don't mind being filmed, and thank you for that. And here, let's see, like metal vendors. Go to the person here. Go ahead and repair myself. Do I need to repair? Most of these are up. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn around here, and I usually stand. I don't know, like I'm having coffee or something. I don't know. All right, on to the next video.